In 2025, several landslide and soil sinking incidents hit Chungtia village, damaging 14 houses and forcing evacuations led to quake in homes and fields. United Sanctum Students Conference fully supports the Nagaland RMSA Teacher Association 2016 batch. They are worried because the state government has not allowed a high court order. Abu Mehta, advisor to the Nagaland Chief Minister, visited the 164 Naga Regiment Territorial Army and commended the soldiers for their bravery and selflessness. Kohima District Football Association has announced it will fully boycott the upcoming Assam Rifle Football Tournament. Deputy Chief Minister Yantango Pedon chaired the Waka DBDB meeting. He praised Waka District for top achievements in PMMVY enrollment. Hello viewers, you're watching Nltv English Primetime. This is Chanchan Kasar and now the news in detail. In 2025, several landslide and soil sinking incidents hit Chungtia village, damaging 14 houses and forcing evacuations due to quake in homes and fields. Local authorities led by the Mokokchung Deputy Commissioner along with the village councillor and district committees are providing relief and temporary shelters. The NSDMA is assessing the damage while villagers urge long-term preventing measures to address recurring soil instability. The Rongmai Naga People's Organization has asked all Naga armed groups including NSCM, IM and ZUF to stop any violence in areas where Rongmai people live across Assam, Manipur, Nagaland and other places. This request comes ahead of the 94th Martyrdom Day of Hopoi Jodanong, founder of Naga Raj, which will observe on August 29. RNPO said both the Zelengrong community and groups are preparing to honor him and also expressed concern over a recent gunfight between NSCN-IM and ZUF members at Taujaijiang. They urge both groups to follow the ceasefire and rules and to maintain peace so that people can pay tribute to Jodanong without fear. The Kohima District Football Association has announced it will fully boycott the upcoming Assam Rifles football tournament. This follows unresolved allegations that Assistant Commanding Anand Singh verbally abused the KDFA president during the 2024 Captain N Kangaroos Memorial Trophy after delays in prize money payment. Despite the conflict, Assam Rifles is organizing a new tournament without KDFA's permission. KDFA insists that only registered players, club and referees should play in the authorized tournament approved by the district and state football bodies. KDFA has warned it will take strict action against any players who join the event and has called on the Nagaland Football Association to suspend the tournament until the dispute is resolved. The association emphasized that football government must be based on respect and proper authority. The Department of Health and Family Welfare Nagaland recently conducted a one-day orientation training on leprosy for district program officers, communicable disease in Kohima. Although the exact date of the training mentioned in the query is August 28, a similar event was held on March 27 where Mission Director of NHM Dr. Akho Sori emphasized the importance of intensive awareness program to eliminate stigma around leprosy and encourage staff to intensify case detection efforts. The training covered topics such as the basis of the National Leprosy Elimination Program, roles and responsibilities of NLEP staff, slit skin smear, laboratory diagnosis and contact tracing or post-exposure. Given Nagaland's history of achieving leprosy elimination targets in 1998 and ongoing effort to combat residual cases, such training programs are crucial for reforming the skill of health staff and updating them with the latest knowledge. The United Sanctum Students Conference fully support the Nagaland RMSA Teachers Association 2016 batch. They are worried because the state government has not followed a High Court order from March 16, 2022. USSC said the government is ignoring teachers who are hired fairly and work in remote places but do not get proper pay. They call teachers the pillar of society and said ignoring their need hurt education and break the law. USSC asked the government to quickly fix the problem and warned they will speak up if nothing is done. Kazuma village in Kohima district will hold the first Ocho Millet festival on August 30 at the village ground. The festival is organized by the Kazuma Village Council and the Agriculture and Tourism Department of Nagaland, while VK Ho Swu, President of NDPP Agri and Allied Organization and Managing Director of Okusa Toyota, will be the special guest. The festival will sell fresh millet and organic food from the village. It is based on the old Chunyi Harvest Festival, which honors spirit and asks for rain for rice farming. The event helps keep Kozuma's culture alive and shows the importance of millet for farming and health. Nagaland has announced the list of District Teachers Award winner for 2025, recognizing outstanding educators from across the state. The award honors teachers from their dedication and valuable contributions to education. Among the awardees are Dr. Y. Inaholi Kiba, Newland, M. Hanga Kiam Noklak, T. Limawapang Mon, Ranjit Singh Shamator, and others from district including Dimapur, Kohima, Pek, and more. This recognition highlights Nagaland's continued commitment to appreciating exemplary teachers from both government and private institutions. The Nagaland Medical Student Association has strongly opposed the state government's recent decision to regularize 98 contractual medical officers, junior socialists, and others COVID-19 posts. The NMSA says the move breaks the Nagaland Health Service Rules 2006. The association called the decision unfair and said it ignores the proper recruitment process through the Nagaland Public Service Commission. They warned that this could harm the quality of healthcare and create problems for further hiring. NMSA demanded the government cancel the order and fill this job through open exams by NPSC or the Nagaland Staff Selection Board. They also asked citizens, NGO, and students group to oppose the move. Nagaland Rajya Sabha MP S. Pangnan Konyak co-led a meeting to the Telecom Advisory Committee for BSNL Nagaland in Dimapur with Lok Sabha MP S. Supangmaran Jamir and others. She spoke about BSNL's important role in providing good phone and internet service in Nagaland. She said efforts should continue to make sure both cities and villages get good telecom services fairly, supporting the goal of Digital India. Nagaland Deputy Chief Minister Yantingo Paton led the monthly District Planning and Development Board meeting in Waka with DC Vinay Kumar, SP Relo IE and others present. The meeting checked ongoing projects, fixed problems and talked about important development plans. DC Vinay Kumar updated members about the joint eviction drive, assuring that Naga citizens are safe and the government is working with Assam carefully on border issues. The meeting approved the local area development program for 2025-26 and the registration of the Waka CSR Society. Departments shared their work and plan. Also, 79,434 was collected from absent employees and added to the government fund. The meeting ended with thanks from the Vice Chairman. Nagaland Deputy Chief Minister Yantingo Paton provided a school bus to Don Bosco School in All Ripim to help students and staff who travel long distance every day. He hoped the bus would make the journey easier and improve their education. On the same day, he also handed over a Mahindra Bolero vehicle to the Lota Students Union in Waka. Paton praised the union's effort in supporting students and the community and said the vehicle will help them to carry out their work from effectively. Deputy Chief Minister Yantingo Paton chaired the Waka DPTB meeting on August 27. He praised Waka district for top achievements in the PMMVY enrollment, awarding the Deputy Commissioners a certificate for first place in the state and fourth nationally. Paton also congratulated the Taekwondo Waka team for their third in the state championship and honored the coach. This Vinay Kumar updated on the joint eviction drive near the Assam border, assuring the public that the government is working carefully to protect local people and maintain peace. Coordination with Assam officials is ongoing due to the sensitive border issues. The meeting approved the local area development program for the 2025-26 and the registration of the Wokha CSR Society. A special meeting on the District Planning and Development Board Newland was held on August 27, led by Minister Jacob Zimomi. Members and representatives from local organizations attended. The House approved the registration of 4 new welfare groups: Mukem Welfare Society, Akikili Community Development Projects, New Life Welfare Society, and Aku Community Development Foundation. Jacob asked the district administration to hold public seminars about government scheme. The meeting also discussed the inner line permit system, stressing proper record keeping and fair treatment of citizens. The session ended with thanks from the chairperson. Abu Mehta, advisor to the Nagaland Chief Minister, visited the 164 Naga Regiment Territorial Army and commended the soldiers for their bravery and selflessness. He expressed gratitude to Lieutenant General Vikas Lakhira, DG Assam Rifle, and Colonel Gaurav Singh for inviting him, describing them as fine gentlemen and ambassadors of Nagaland. Mehta lauded the Naga Regiment's dedication, sacrifice, and positive impact on society and the nation, stating that the regiment continues to bring pride to Nagaland. He concluded his message by invoking the salute Kugnali. The Eastern Nagaland People's Organization has expressed concern over the spread of unauthenticated and misleading reports regarding the Frontier Nagaland territory issued across various media platforms. In a press communique issued on August 28, ENPO cautioned that only official statement and press release from the organization should be considered authentic, while all other information should be treated as unreliable and misleading. ENPO has directed individuals, media houses, YouTubers and organizations to refrain from publishing or propagating unverified reports, warning that non-compliance could invite necessary action to protect the integrity of the movement and safeguard public trust. Nagaland Chief Secretary Senti Yangar Imchen chaired the Adi Karma Yogi Abhiyan State Level Orientation Program, emphasizing the initiative potential to transform tribal communities through leadership development and responsive governance. The program, launched by the Minister of Tribal Affairs, aims to create 2 million grassroots change leaders across the Lake tribal villages, prompting inclusive development and bridging the last mile delivery gap. Imchen highlighted the collaborative approach, ability to bridge service delivery gaps and promote inclusive development, urging Deputy Commissioner to ensure successful implementations. The program will cover 15 departments, focusing on 608 villages, with the Tribal Affairs Department serving as the nodal agency. The Government of Nagaland's Finance Department signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the State Bank of India to integrate this SpyPay payment gateway facility with the state's electronic government receipt accounting system. Although the event's date is mentioned as August 28, a similar MOU was signed between Nagaland government and the SBI in the past for centralized integrated solutions. This integration enables citizens, businessmen, and institutions to make seamless online payments toward government receipts, taxes, fees, and duties, ensuring ease of use, wider accessibility, and real-time settlement and reconciliation of receipts with the state treasury. The first meeting of the district-level advisory committee on safe food and healthy diet was held on August 28 in Kohima, chaired by Deputy Commissioner Hanok Buchan. The meeting focused on improving food safety and public health in the district. The Deputy Commissioner stressed the importance of public awareness about consumer rights and suggested informing a task force including experts, food business operators, and consumer groups to strengthen food safety efforts. Priority was given to inspecting hotel kitchens, restaurants, hygienic, and ensuring compliance with safety standards. Food safety officers shared the department's work, including monitoring regulations, running training programs, and issuing 160 online licenses. Nagland currently has 1 food testing lab in Kohima and 3 mobile food safety units that travel to district from sample collections, training and awareness. The meeting concluded with members agreeing that stronger inspections, active involvement and stakeholders and better consumers awareness are essential for safer food and healthier diet in the district. On August 28 to mark its 11th inception day, the National Highway and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited organized a free eye checkup camp at NH29 Kukidolong Toll Plaza. Doctors Nltv and Asia Rutsa conducted vision tests and provided expert care to attend this. Around 250 people from Medzifema benefited from the camp. NHIDCL also distributed free eye drops and 200 pairs of eyeglass frames to support those with vision need. Following reports of pig death in Mirapani, Additional Deputy Commissioner Longasen Lota issued a ban on pig slaughter, import, export and transport of live pig and pork from the area. This is to control a suspected outbreak of African swine fever, a deadly disease affecting pigs. Dr. Kikali G. Sumi, veterinary assistant surgeon at Mirapani, explained that ASF is a highly contagious virus that causes red skin, fever, loss of appetite, weakness, vomiting, diarrhea and death within 10 days. Pregnant sows may also suffer abortion. Though ASF does not affect humans, the public was warned not to slaughter such pigs or meat and to dispose the carcasses properly following veterinary advice. People were also asked to report any sick or dead pigs immediately to a nearby veterinary center to help contain the disease. On 28 of August, the District Administration of Futsro, led by Additional Deputy Commissioner Malo Hamso, along with police, civil society organization and village authorities, inspected the damaged minor bridge at Chenage 38 plus 165 North Kikruma. The team also reviewed the restoration of an alternate road to ensure smooth traffic movement. The inspection aims to address infrastructure issues and maintain connectivity in the area. A domestic dispute between two families in Uttar Katwal, Rupohihat, Juria turned deadly when a long-standing feud escalated into a heated argument, resulting in the death of an elderly man, Abdul Hasim. The altercations allegedly occurred when the Sajur Ali pushed Hasim to the ground during a scuffle. The police from Rupohihat station promptly responded, detaining Saroj Ali and initiating an investigation into the incident. The area is currently experiencing tension and shock following the event.
ঘটনাটো মই যিমান দূৰ জানো এই সুৰুজ আলী নামৰ ল'ৰাটোৱে আমাৰ ঘৰত গৈছিলে আৰু মই কেই সংগ্ৰহত কথা পাতিব মই
আপোনাৰ ওচৰত গৈছিলে
হয় মোৰ ওচৰত নহয় মোৰ ল'ৰাটোৰ ওচৰত গৈছিলে তো মই ভাত খাব গৈছিলোঁ দেখিছোঁ যে সি ঘৰত কথা পাতি আছে কাৰণ মই গৈ পেলাই ক'লোঁ এই তই নিজৰ মানুহৰ ওপৰত মিছামিছি কেছ কৰি তিনিটা ল'ৰাক জেলত ভৰাই থৈছ আকৌ আমাৰ ঘৰত আহিছোঁ আমাক ফচাবৰ কাৰণে যা যা এইবিলাক কেছ আমি নাজানো নকওঁ যা সি তাৰ পৰা ওলাই আহিল আহি পেলাই ইয়াত মানে কিবা তৰ্কাতৰ্কি কৰিছে এই মানুহজন বুঢ়া মানুহজনৰ ল'ৰা এজন মানে জেলত আছে এতিয়ালৈকে ফল্ছ কেছত মানে ৰেপ কেছ দিছে
কেছটো কোনে দিছিলে
এই সুৰুজে কেছ দিছে তাৰ ছোৱালীৰ সৈতে ছোৱালীক ৰেপ কৰিছে বুলি এই যিজন মানুহ মৰিল তাৰ ল'ৰাটোৱে মানে ৰেপ কৰিছে বুলি কৈছে এনেকৈ 3 মাহ ওপৰত জেলত ল'ৰাটো সোমাই আছে এই সম্পৰ্কত মানে আমাৰ ঘৰত যে গৈছিলে আমি যে পাত্তা নিদিলোঁ তাৰ কাৰণে সি মানে ইহঁতক জগৰীয়া কৰিছে ইহঁতক জগৰীয়া কৰি ইহঁতক কি কেচকাল হৈছে মই গম নাপাওঁ
আজি কি হৈছে
আজিয়ে মানে আমাৰ ঘৰৰ পৰা যেতিয়া আহি গ'ল আহি পেলাই যেতিয়া সিহঁতক পাত্তা নিদিলোঁ সেইকাৰণে এই বুঢ়া মানুহজনক জগৰীয়া কৰিছে আৰু কিবা কিবি গালি গালাজ পাৰি আছে মই তেনেকৈ শুনা নাই বেলেগ মানুহৰ পৰা শুনিছোঁ মই কামত আছিলোঁ মোৰ ওচৰত মানে
আপোনাৰ দেউতা হয় নেকি কি হৈছিলে আপোনাৰ দেউতাৰ লগত
ছোৱালী তো আংগনবাড়ীত গৈছে আমি তো এনে তাই না বেলেগ এনে তাই হেন্দিকা আঙ্গবাদ গেছে হেন্দিকা খাওয়া লাগা পঞ্চায়েতে গেছে পঞ্চায়েতে যে এবার নদীর ফর্ম জমা দিছে ফর্ম জমা দিতে বাইতে হারিয়া গাগু চুল দিছে গাগু চুল দিয়ে নষ্ট করে আইয়া বাড়িতে আছে লাইনে ডিস্টার্ব করতেছে এরকম গরম তো সড়ক বাজায় হারিয়া এনু একজন গেটের সামনে বইছে হেনু যাইতে যাই যে তারা দুই শুরু যায় সাফাসাফি করছে সাফাসাফি করে হারিয়া দা মারে ফালাই দিতে যাই মরে গেছে।
We will now take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. Let's get back with the news. US imposed a 50% tariff on Indian goods starting Wednesday, severely affecting key labor-intensive sectors like shrimp, apparel, diamonds, leather, footwear, and jewelry. The extra 25% penalty on top of existing tariff disrupts India's export to its largest market, risking factory shutdown and job cuts. Exporters say the tariff gap makes it impossible to compete with countries like Bangladesh and Vietnam. The gems and jewelry sector, heavily reliant on the US, fears a near halt in business, impacting artisans and manufacturers. Leather exporters report order cancellation and expected workforce reductions. Exporters urge the government to offer loan relief, increase credit limit, expand production intensive, improve infrastructure, and pursue new trade deals with the EU, GCC, and Latin America to support affected industries. Delhi Police Special Cell has arrested two wanted criminals linked to foreign-based gangsters Rohit Gadara and Harry Boxer, who are associated with the Lawrence Bishnoi gang. The arrests are made within New Ashok Nagar area of West Delhi after an encounter late on Wednesday night. The arrested individuals, identified as Kartik Jankar and Kavish, sustained injuries during the exchange of fire, with one of them getting shot in the leg. Both are believed to be working for the US-based gangster Harry Boxer, who are over half a dozen criminal cases registered against him.
हैरी बॉक्सर रोहित गुदारा गैंग के दो नहीं 4 शूटर्स को पकड़ा है। 2 को दिल्ली से पकड़ा गया है, जिनके नाम कार्तिक जाखड़ और कविश फुटेला हैं। इनको देर रात अशोकनगर के एरिया से, न्यू अशोकनगर के एरिया से पकड़ा गया। इन्होंने पुलिस पे फायरिंग की। सेल्फ डिफेंस में जब पुलिस ने भी फायर किया तो उनमें से एक कार्तिक जाखड़ के पैर में गोली लगी। दूसरा कविश जो है वो भी इसके साथ पकड़ा गया। इनसे वेपन्स वगैरह मिले हैं। इनकी पूछताछ से पता चला कि ये मोहाली में भी इनकी एक टीम गई हुई है। इसी टीम के कुछ लड़के गए हुए हैं और मोहाली में वो एक होटल में ठहरे हुए हैं। चंडीगढ़ में एक बिजनेसमैन पे फायरिंग करने जा रहे हैं। तो एक टीम इमीडिएटली रश की गई और उन 2 लोगों को भी पकड़ा गया। उनके पास से भी 2 पिस्टल्स और कारतूस और मैगजीन्स वगैरह मिली और उनके पास से टारगेट का फ़ोटो भी मिला। इस ऑपरेशन को डीसीपी अमित कौशिक सुपरवाइज कर रहे थे और एसीपी हृदय भूषण और इंस्पेक्टर संजय गुप्ता ने इसमें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले किया है इस ऑपरेशन में। ये पूरा मॉड्यूल रोहित गुदारा हैरी बॉक्सर का है, जिसमें प्रोमिनेंट कैरेक्टर जो उभर के आया पिछले कुछ महीनों से। हैरी बॉक्सर ने अपना एक इंडिपेंडेंट गैंग सा बना लिया है और राजस्थान में वो काफ़ी सारे केसेस में, एक्सटॉर्शन के कई केसेस में वांटेड है, जिसमें एक चांडक साहब हैं, एक बिजनेसमैन, उनके ऊपर कतूरिया जी के ऊपर कई लोगों पे इन्होंने वहाँ पर उनको एक्सटॉर्शन कॉल्स की या कुछ लोगों पे फायरिंग की। 7-8 मुकदमे हैं जिसमें ये वांछित हैं। इसके अलावा
A minor girl was rescued from human traffickers on Thursday near India-Nepal border in Motihari district, Bihar. The girl was being taken to Nepal under the false promise of marriage. The trafficker, Mohammed Jahangir, who contacted her through an online gaming platform and convinced her to go with him, Authorities from the Payas Juvenile Center and Bihar Police intervened and rescued the girl before she crossed the border. Jahangir has been arrested in connection with the case.
वैसे बहुत सारे मामले अभी हमारे पास मिले हैं, जिसमें से आपको हम बता रहे हैं कि इसमें से बरामद हुई बच्चियां यूपी की हैं, बिहार, ये पूर्वी चंपारण, पश्चिमी चंपारण, सीतामढ़ी जिला, नेपाल के परसा जिला हुआ, रौतहट जिला हुआ, काठमांडू के कुछ ऐसे क्षेत्र हैं, वहाँ की लड़कियां हैं जो कि लूडो के माध्यम से, गेम के माध्यम से उनको किसी व्यक्ति से संपर्क हुई और उनके द्वारा उनको काठमांडू से यहाँ रक्सौल बॉर्डर बुलाया गया था। वैसी लड़की भी हम लोग बरामद किए हैं, जिसमें जो मानव तस्कर पकड़े गए हैं उनके ऊपर प्राथमिकी दर्ज कराई गई थी। वैसे बहुत सारे मामले अभी हमारे पास मिले हैं, जिसमें से आपको हम बता रहे हैं।
Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has built a house for the family of Dashrathi Manjni, famously known as the Mountain Man in Bihar's Gaya. The house, which has 5 rooms, a kitchen, bathroom and fence installed in all room, was handed over to Dashrath Manjni's son, Dairi Ghat, during a Rahul Gandhi's Vote Adhikar Yatra. Bhagigat Manjni expressed his gratitude, saying Rahul Gandhi has never promised anything but decided to help after seeing their living conditions. Dashrath Manjni has handedly caved a 110-meter-long path to a mountain to connect his village Gela to the nearby towns, reducing travel distance from 55 km to 15 km. He passed away in 2007 and was given a state funeral.
घर तो बढ़िया है, मैंने 5 गो रूम है, किचन है, बाथरूम है, सब कुछ हो गया है। पानी नहीं था तब पानी चढ़ा दिया ऊपर, पानी के साधन हो गया, अब कमी नहीं है, कोई चीज की दिक्कत नहीं है, हो गया सब। हम कहा नहीं कि हमको मकान बना दीजिए। राहुल गांधी जो ओसरा में बैठ करके दावा पिया, बाकी बोला नहीं कि हम तुमको मकान बना। वो अपने देख लिया कि ये गरीब को ऐसा झोपड़ी में रह रहा है, जो इसका पिताजी इतना जो काम किया, बिहार से बाहर भी नाम चला गया, हाईलाइट हो गया, तो ये सोच करके राहुल गांधी ने हमारा मकान बनवा दिया। हर नेता तो हमारे आंगना में बैठा, बाकी उसको सोचा नहीं कि इसका मकान बना दिए।
खुशी की बात है कि मेरा सपना साकार कर दिए। जैसे यहाँ बड़ा बड़ा नेता लोग आए, वो भी मेरा सपना के कभी नहीं, मेरा पिताजी बोलते थे जो नहीं कर, आज वो बिना बोले, बिना बताए, बिना दे।
The Varanasi police has busted a major cyber fraud racket, arresting 7 individuals, including 2 women, who allegedly dubbed thousands of people by promising fake job opportunities abroad. The gang operated through 2 call centers in Varanasi using fake job offer letters, counterfeit visas, medical certificates and flight tickets to deceive victims. They extracted large sum of money under the pretense of visa, passport, medical and flight ticket fees. The police seized 1 laptop, 9 mobile phones, 4 passports, 2 checkbooks, 8 debit cards and other incriminating documents. Further investigations is underway to identify the mastermind and other accomplices.
पुलिस कमिश्नरेट वाराणसी में थाना बेलूपुर साइबर सेल और एसीपी चेतगंज के नेतृत्व में एक बड़ी सफलता प्राप्त हुई, जिसमें एक अंतर्राज्यीय गिरोह पकड़ाया, जिसमें ये लोगों का फर्जी अकाउंट या म्यूल अकाउंट खुलवा के साइबर क्राइम में इसको यूज़ करते थे। ये प्रारंभिक जानकारी में ये जानकारी प्राप्त हुई थी कि अब तक इन्होंने 500 से ज़्यादा म्यूल अकाउंट्स खोला गया। इनका ये घटना करने का तरीका है कि अगर किसी व्यक्ति हैं उनसे आधार कार्ड और जो बेसिक डिटेल्स वगैरह निकाल के एक अकाउंट खोलते थे, फिर उस अकाउंट का जो कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर है उसको बदल के वो अपना कस्टडी में ले लेते, और जिसके नाम से जो अकाउंट खोला गया था उनको प्रति महीने 2,000 रुपये 3,000 रुपये पैसा देते थे। और ये अब तक की जानकारी में ये ज्ञात हुआ कि अब तक कुल 10 से 15 करोड़ का इन्होंने साइबर फ्रॉड किए। पुलिस कमिश्नरेट वाराणसी में थाना बेलूपुर साइबर सेल और एसीपी
Bijapur District Police said on Wednesday that 13 exilites surrendered, including 9 women. Among them, 20 carried a total bounty of Rs 79 lakh. The group handed themselves over to senior police and CRPF officers. Several surrendered cadres set bounties ranging from Rs 50,000 to Rs 8 lakh. Since January, 207 Naxals have surrendered in Bijapur. The police said the Naxals gave up violence due to disappointment with Moi's ideas, internal conflict and violence against tribals. Each surrendered Naxals received Rs 50,000 as assistance. Officials said this effort aims to bring peace and development to areas affected by Naxal violence, offering rehabilitation, jobs and education for former fighters and relief to victims of violence.
DRG, कोबरा और अन्य बलों के जितने सैनिक बल हैं यहाँ, उनके प्रयास और जो सरकार की जो विकास की जो नीतियां जो चल रही हैं, उसके अनुरूप आज 30 माओवादियों ने बीजापुर पुलिस के समक्ष आत्मसमर्पण किया है। इसमें से जो 30 माओवादी हैं, कुल इनके ऊपर 81 लाख का इनाम इनके ऊपर था और ये मुख्य धारा से जुड़ने के लिए आज हमारे पास आत्मसमर्पण किए हैं। इसमें मुख्य रूप से उत्तर बस्तर डिवीजन का एक डिवीसीएम रैंक का माओवादी आज आत्मसमर्पण कर किया है। इसके अलावा कंपनी नंबर 2 के 5 सदस्य, इसी प्रकार एरिया कमेटी लेवल के भी 5 सदस्य और अलग अलग आरपीसी जनताना सरकार सदस्य हैं और अलग अलग डीएकेएमएस के सदस्य भी इसमें शामिल हैं। अब तक में हम देखेंगे तो इस साल में ही लगभग हमने 132 माओवादियों को न्यूट्रलाइज किया है। ठीक उसी प्रकार 7 माओवादी ऑलरेडी सरेंडर कर चुके हैं और 331 माओवादी गिरफ्तार हो चुके हैं। तो ये जो एग्रेशन है और आगे बढ़ेगा और सरेंडर्स भी हमारे और
Former US Trade Advisor Peter Navarro has accused India of supporting Russia's war in Ukraine by buying discounted Russian oil. He called it Modi's war, saying India is helping fund the conflict and blocking peace efforts. Navarro claimed India's refiners work with Russian partners to resell the oil at higher price, giving Russia more money to continue the war. He also said India's high tariff hurt American workers in business. The US recently added a 25% tariff on Indian goods, now totaling 50%. Navarro says this could be removed if India stopped buying Russian oil. While praising PM Modi as a strong leader, Navarro criticized India's stance and urged it to stop siding with authoritarian countries. India has called the US tariff unjustified and says it will protect its economic interests. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has appointed Deputy Prime Minister Olha as Ukraine's new ambassador to the United States. He said the goal is to strengthen ties with the US during the ongoing war with Russia. In a post on Twitter, Zelensky said he signed official orders and gave her key tasks, mainly to carry out agreement made with the US. President Donald Trump, especially in defense, he said Ukraine's long-term safety depends on strong US support. Two main deals are being discussed, one for weapons for Ukraine and another for Ukraine to supply modern drones to the US. Zelensky said he hopes for quick progress in relations. The move comes as Ukraine looks for stronger security support from Western countries.
Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці. Щойно говорив з Ольгою Стефанішиною, тепер вже новим послом України в Сполучених Штатах Америки. Формальні процедури завершені. Сьогодні я підписав указ про призначення посла. Визначив ключові завдання для оновлення роботи нашого посольства. І головне – реалізувати повністю всі домовленості з Вашингтоном. Домовленості наші з президентом Трампом. І передусім в оборонній сфері. Багато в чому саме від відносин з Америкою залежить довготривале гарантування безпеки України. На столі дві українські пропозиції. Це сильні пропозиції. Це угода про зброю для України, це угода про сучасні дрони для Сполучених Штатів. І ми розраховуємо на швидкий рух у відносинах. Я вдячний Оксані Маркаровій. Оксана представляла Україну у Вашингтоні протягом всіх цих років повномасштабної війни. Дуже складна місія, і Україну завжди чули в Сполучених Штатах. Я хочу подякувати за цю роботу. Ми вже говорили про подальшу взаємодію, і я запропонував Оксані Маркаровій і надалі бути в команді. Працювати заради України. Сьогодні ж триває дипломатична робота наша нашого офісу, МЗС, РНБО з партнерами, які підтримують необхідність формату на рівні лідерів, формату для закінчення війни. Рівень лідерів дозволяє говорити про ключові питання. Саме цей рівень нам потрібен. Всі ми бачимо дуже нахабні негативні сигнали з Москви щодо перемовин. Росіяни не збираються виконувати те, що обіцяли, і обіцяли Сполученим Штатам Америки, обіцяли і іншим в світі, хто наполягає на припиненні вбивств і на реальній дипломатії. Треба тиснути, треба примушувати Росію до реальних кроків. Росія повинна закінчити війну, яку почала, яку продовжує. Відповідь від них має бути. Їх треба дотиснути до правильної відповіді. Це залежить від Америки, від усіх тих, хто вважає цю війну дійсно неправильною. Ми зі свого боку будемо максимально готові з майданчиками, які готові прийняти зустріч і гарантувати ефективну дипломатію. Вчора Андрій Єрмак та Рустем Умєров були на зустрічах в Катарі, зокрема щодо посередництва. Сьогодні були зустрічі в Саудівській Аравії. Я дякую за підтримку. Завтра зустрічі в Швейцарії. В п'ятницю Сполучені Штати Америки, Нью-Йорк. Зустрічі з командою президента Трампа. Будуть залучені всі, хто працює над змістом безпекових гарантій. Військові, політичні, економічні компоненти гарантій безпеки. Завдання – прискоритись максимально, щоб це було теж важелем впливу. Росіяни мають бачити, наскільки серйозно світ налаштований та наскільки поганими будуть наслідки для Росії, якщо війна буде продовжуватись. Сьогодні у мене була доповідь керівника служби зовнішньої розвідки України Олега Іващенка, в тому числі про санкції, які наступні кроки у санкціях потрібні, які конкретно російські юридичні особи мають бути заблоковані, на які фізичні особи потрібен тиск, які схеми обходу санкцій ще, на жаль, працюють. Всю цю інформацію, яка є у нашої зовнішньої розвідки, ми передамо партнерам, передусім з групи 7. З їхнього боку є готовність посилювати санкції. Ще одне. Я хочу подякувати усім ремонтним бригадам, нашим енергетикам, комунальним службам, рятувальникам ДСНС України, нашим поліцейським, всім, хто залучений до ліквідації наслідків російських ударів. Полтавщина, Сумщина, Чернігівщина, Харківщина, Дніпровщина, Донеччина, Запоріжжя, Херсонщина. Всюди наші служби реагують, всюди надають допомогу. Були влучання по енергетиці і вчора, і в ніч на сьогодні. Швидко відновлюємо енергопостачання. Роботи ще йдуть.
The leaders of France, Germany and Poland visited Moldova on August 27 to celebrate its 34 years of independence from the Soviet Union. They met with Moldova's president, who supports the country joining the European Union. The visit comes before Moldova's important parliamentary election in September. President Sandu said Moldova's future is with Europe and that without the EU, Moldova would be stuck in the past. She warned that Russia is trying to weaken the country through fake news and other attacks. The European leaders promised to support Moldova as it worked to join the EU, a process that will take time. They also stressed the importance of standing together against Russia's effort to dispute peace and democracy in Moldova. The 82nd Venice Film Festival began with a premiere at Paolo Sorrento's La Grazia, starting Tony Sterlivo as an indecisive Italian president facing a moral crisis. The festival, running until September 6, showcased one film competing for the Golden Lion, including works by Guillermo del Toro and Cartier Gillo. Hollywood stars like George Clooney, Julia Roberts, and Johnson are attending. Outside the festival, protests against the Gaza conflict have drawn attention, who calls to cancel appearances by some actors. However, festival director said the event will not boycott any artist or make political statements, focusing solely on cinema. Israeli and US officials met in Washington to discuss the situation in Gaza as Israel prepares for new military offensive and called the evacuation of Gaza City inevitable. This comes after an Israeli strike on Gaza hospital killed 22 people, rising global calls for a ceasefire. Hamas has accepted a ceasefire plan proposed by Arab mediators, but Israel has not yet responded. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza is worsening with over 2 million people displaced and severe shortage on food and aid. Israel continues its military actions while international leaders urge a peaceful solution. A tragic shooting happened at Annunciation Church in Minneapolis during a children's mass. Police say 2 children died and 17 others, including 3 elderly people, were injured. The attacker, identified as 23-year-old Robin Westman, opened fire with a rifle, shotgun and pistol, all legally purchased, before taking his own life in the church parking lot. Survivors told bravery like a boy whose friend protected him who got killed as well. The FBI called the attack a hate crime and domestic terrorism against Catholics. India has extended an invitation to Russian companies to invest in its burgeoning space sector, highlighting the nation's lucrative schemes to foster a conclusive environment. Ambassador Vinay Kumar emphasized this during a function at the Indian Embassy to mark the 2nd National Space Day, commemorating the development of Pragya rover on the moon aboard Chandrayaan-3 on August 23. Kumar noted the historic space cooperation between India and Russia, including the launch of India's new first satellite Aryabhat on a Soviet rocket in 1975 and the ongoing collaborations on the Gaganyaan human space mission. The event was attended by officials from Russian Space Organization, which is working closely with ISRO.
Not only we are working towards continuing the cooperation that we have had with Roscosmos, but also we invite Russian scientists, Russian entrepreneurs to become our partner in the space industry as a whole. What does India offer? Of course, apart from talented manpower and pool of scientists and engineers, we also offer a huge market. Any technological innovation you can imagine by the sheer scale of the Indian population, 1.5 billion people, undertaking transactions almost 20 trillion transactions digitally every month and growing. We have, the government of India has brought about a lot of changes to encourage young scientists, young entrepreneurs and industrialists to become a partner in the space program. So today we have a regime in which 100% foreign direct investment can be undertaken in ground stations and technical aspects of the space program. For commercializing any innovation, any venture in this field as in several others, India is a huge market which enables you to make more money more quicker. So I encourage all sectors, scientists, entrepreneurs, and direct foreign investors, institutional investors, to look at the opportunities that exist in India today for this. The modern space programs are relatively new. This, for us, in our culture, in our civilization, in our...
That is all for the Nltv English Primetime. That is all for the Nltv English Primetime. For more